do the honors. And we're off from Arrowhead. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Christian Harris picks it off. And he brings it back for the pick six and the Atlanta touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby, and they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
He only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he'll try to hit this one well. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Looking to return from the 29. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Down to the 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Sunday.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. There's a screen now for Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. You started the string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Penix on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st down, Falcons.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. And downfield, and he finds London. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. From the red zone now. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons blowing them out in this opening quarter. Drake London with the touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push the lead to 20.
Chiefs, nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Smith on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Bud lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He finds Worthy complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Chiefs first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, first down. Looking to throw Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. He's rocked. That ball's free. And the Falcons get to it.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set.
A toss now to Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Robinson up the middle. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Smash, smash.
Running left is Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a Walker run. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position to run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. He finds Pickens left side. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. He beams one deep right side. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
First down.
To the air with Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Now Penix off the play action. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16.
Penix here from the gun. of the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 43, 15.
Back to throw Mahomes. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First and 10 from the 32. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
6-yard loss.
I know this is normally a passing situation on your 3rd down chart, but not unheard of to see an offense keep it on the ground and try to get the first run. And in this case, it's clear to go into the air with a bit of better decision. That defense was dialed in to make that stop. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow. I go up.
Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Walker on 1st down. He dodged the tackle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
To the air, Mahomes. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57. Yellow. 15. 180.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the 2nd half with some needed points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
A receiver that's skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs trail by 23 now.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Danger Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
On the handoff, Allen. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
And the Falcon first down.
Here we go.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. 18 Cardinal, 8.
From the red zone on 1st. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They motion Dell over left. Penix to throw again on 2nd. This one's caught. We might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Okay, ready?
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons put up even more points in a win. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Arch the blue lane.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
At the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Running the counter, Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
This is Allen on second. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he got close, but not to the marker. They gave up 9. Fourth down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Yellow.
This is Walker on second. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up. Offense up to the line fast.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
Trying for it is Walker. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
This is Allen on the give. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and we see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. One here with Allen. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying again here with Allen. And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. A pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Fullback trying to power it across. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And the kick by Folk is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach. because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to do some window dressing. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Walker again. He cuts it right. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Yellow. Here comes Little Aggie.
Staying with Walker. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Walker gets the pitch. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a good failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Give him 9 yards there, partner. A strong gain, and now a much more manageable 3rd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road.